Hello everyone, in this video I will explain how to use the AI Trend Navigator indicator by Xiamen to day trade the Apple stock on the TradingView platform. I will explain how this will work. So to get this indicator, we would click on indicators over here and we would type the name of it, which is AI Trend Navigator, and it comes up here. It is by Xiamen. We would click it and it would come up. So the green and red lines that you see here, this is illustrated by the AI Trend Navigator indicator by Xiamen. So the green line represents an upward trend in the price of the stock, and the red line represents a downward trend. So this indicator accurately assesses and predicts the price movements of various stocks, cryptocurrencies, and other types of commodities. And the settings that we will choose, so we'll click on settings over here, and it was initially on 5, the price value, but I changed it to 20. So we'll change it to 20 here, and the rest of the settings parameters we can leave it as it is, and so we'll click on OK. And the stock that I will show the price movements and how to trade it profitably will be Apple stock. And to find this stock, we would click here on the symbol search and we would type the ticker symbol of Apple. So that's AAPL, and it's the first one that comes up here, and it's traded on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. We would click it and it will come up. The candlestick bars that you see on the chart, this shows the price movement of the Apple stock. So for the purposes of this video, we'll choose the 1 minute time interval. There are various time intervals, and the time interval that we will choose is 1 minute. And you can see here, as I move the cursor, that the time and date changes. So we can see here right now, I'm hovering over June 17, 2024, 1:03 p.m. And each candlestick represents the price of the Apple stock for each minute. So, for example, let's say this one here, this one candlestick bar represents this is a green candlestick bar, so this represents an increase in the Apple stock within 1 minute. So on June 17, 2024 at 12:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, at New York City time, the price of the Apple stock at 12:44 p.m. Was, on the right you see here, $216.42, and by the end of that 1 minute, so close to 12:45 p.m., it was $216.63. So there was an increase of 20 cents in the price of the Apple stock within 1 minute. And the red candlestick bar represents a decrease in the price of the Apple stock within 1 minute. So in its red, interpreted differently. So the red candlestick bar starts from the top, and so here it's June 17, 2024, 12:55 p.m. This red candlestick bar represents the time at 12:55 p.m., the price of the Apple stock at that time. And at 12:55 p.m. it was $217.16. And then by the end of 12:55 p.m., so when it's almost 12:56 p.m., the price of the Apple stock was $216.84. So this is a decrease in the price of the Apple stock. So as you can see, for the red candlestick bar, it's red downwards because it's a decrease in price, whereas the green candlestick bar, we read it upwards because it's an increase in the stock price. So this is how to read and interpret the candlestick bars. And so let's begin now. I will explain how to trade the Apple stock profitably using the AI Trend Navigator, and we'll select 1 minute time interval. So for the purposes of this video, I will explain, I will show I will analyze the last 3 hours of the price movement of the Apple stock. Last 3 hours on June 17, 2024, the last 3 hours from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. That the Nasdaq Stock Exchange was operating, the last 3 hours of its operation. So let's begin. So I will start from right here at 1:11 p.m. Monday, June 17, 2024 at 1:11 p.m. It will be our starting point, and I will end at close to 4 p.m. on that same date. So I will show how much profit in terms of percentage a person can gain by day trading the Apple stock using the AI Trend Navigator and using the 1 minute time interval. So let's begin. So we can see here start on June 17, 2024 at 1:11 p.m. The AI Trend Navigator indicator shows the green line. It starts to show the green line, which means that the price of the Apple stock will be going up, and which it did. So we'll start right here, and we can see here at 1:12 p.m. The price of the Apple stock was $217, exactly $217 per share. And then we fast forward, and as you can see, as we fast forwarding, most of the candlestick bars are green. Some are red, but most are green. So overall, this indicator is showing an upward movement in the price of the Apple stock. And we fast forward and we pause. We pause right here. And we see so we see on June 17, 2024 at 1:51 p.m. The price of the AI trend indicator turns red. So it's predicting that the price of the Apple stock will start to go down. So at this time, we would sell the Apple stock. So we sell it, and we would sell it at a price of $218.26. So we sell it before there's a loss. Before there's a decrease in the price of the Apple stock. So there's obviously we're selling it at a profit here. And I will show right now using this calculator on the screen how much profit in terms of dollars and in terms of percentage we have gained. So we bought the Apple stock, one share of Apple stock at $217 at 1:12 p.m. And then we sold it at $218.26. So in terms of percentage, how much percentage was gained, we would calculate it using the formula. It's the final price minus the initial price divided by the initial price times 100. So the final price, it was $218.26. So $218.26 minus $217, which is the initial price, divided by the initial price, which is $217, times 100. So there's an increase of 0.85%. So let me just write it down here. So yes, let's continue now. And then we fast forward. So we sold our Apple stock at 1:51 p.m. and we would sell it at $218.26, a profit of $1.26, an increase in price of $1.26, which is an increase in the Apple stock of 0.58% increase. and then we sell it at that time, and then the price of the Apple stock goes down. It goes down a little bit, and then we wait. So we wait and wait until 2:02 p.m. At 2:02 p.m., the AI Trend Navigator indicator turns green, and it predicts an upward trend in the price of the Apple stock, so it will increase. So at 2:02 p.m., we would buy the Apple stock again, and we would buy it at $218.07. And then we would wait. We would ignore this orange line. It's insignificant. And here as well, we can ignore this narrow red line as well, because it's also insignificant in terms of the downward trend is very small. So we can disregard that. And so we continue, we wait. And at 2:25 p.m. So at 2:25 p.m. We would sell our Apple stock at a price of $218.49. So we sell it at a profit, and the AI Trend Navigator afterwards turns red. So the Apple stock price will go downwards from then on. And so let me bring on the calculator here. So I will show the percent increase in terms of the profit and the exact profit as well that we traded the Apple stock. So what was it? It was we bought the Apple stock at $218 during the previous transaction, $218.49, which was 1 second. I'm sorry. We bought the. I'm sorry. We sold the Apple stock at $218.49, but we had bought it during the previous transaction for $218.07. So as mentioned earlier, the formula to determine the price difference is final price minus initial price divided by the initial price times 100. So the final price, which is the price at which we sold our Apple stock, is $218.49. So $218.49 is our final price. So the final price minus the initial price, which was $218.07, which is the price at which we bought the Apple stock, equals, and then divided by the initial price, which was $218.07, equals times 100. So here it is. So we sold the Apple stock profitably at a profit of 0.19%. So I cleared here the calculator, and so after selling the Apple stock at 2:25 p.m. at a price of $218.49, we wait. We wait a little bit here. We see a green line here, but we can disregard that because there's a very small increase in the price of the Apple stock. So we disregard it and we continue to wait. And right here, we would transact right here at 2:39 p.m. The AI Trend Navigator turns green, and it shows a more upward trend in the price of the Apple stock. And we can place, so right here we can place a buy order for the Apple stock. And so right here at 2:39 p.m. We would buy the Apple stock at a price of $218.12. And then after buying the Apple stock for $218.12, we would wait, and we fast forward to here. There's a decrease in the, it shows a decrease in price, but we can disregard this red line as well because it's very subtle, very small. And right here will be a good point to sell our Apple stock. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Yeah. So right here at 3:03 p.m. We would sell our Apple stock at a price of $218.35. Now I will show how much profit that is in terms of percentage and in terms of dollar value. So so the final price, it was $218.35 minus the initial price, which was the price at which we bought the Apple stock, and that was $218.12. Was divided by the initial price, which was $218.12, times 100. So we would sell it at a profit of 0.1%, an increase in the price of the Apple stock by 0.1%. Or in dollar value, it is 23 cents, 0.23 or 23 cents, a profit of 23 cents. So now I'll clear this. And then we wait because the AI Trend Navigator turns red and it shows that the price of the Apple stock will decrease. We wait, and then we fast forward to 3:14 p.m. And 3:14 p.m. the AI Trend Navigator changes its color from red to green. At that point, we would submit a buy order for the Apple stock, and we would buy the Apple stock at a price of $218.11. So, and then we would wait. So this was at 1:14 p.m. at 3:14 p.m. Right here it shows on the bottom 3:14 p.m. So at 3:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on June 17, 2024, we would submit a buy order for the Apple stock and would buy it at a price of $218.11. And then we wait, and at 3:27 p.m. The AI Trend Navigator turns red. So that's when we would submit the sell order, and we would sell it at a price of $218.60. So we were selling it at a profit. And now I will show on the calculator how much that is in terms of percentage. So it's the final price. It was $218.60. So let me just clear out again. $218.60 minus 200 minus the initial price, which is $218.11, divided by the initial price, which was $218.11, times 100. So we sell it at a profit of, in terms of percentage, profit of 0.22% profit in terms of percentage. And then in terms of dollar, it's 49 cents or $0.49, so 49-cent profit. So I'll clear it now, the calculator. And so after selling the Apple stock at $218.60, which was a profitable trade, we wait, and we see the AI Trend Navigator it turns red, and then for the rest of the day of the stock trading day at the Nasdaq Stock Exchange, for the rest of the day, it's the Apple stock price goes down overall. As you can see, most of the candlesticks after what was it? After so after 3:27 p.m., most of the candlestick bars are red. Some are green, but most are red, which shows that there's an overall downward trend in the stock price. So this would have been our last transaction for the day, for June 17, 2024. That would have been our last transaction, because afterwards the Apple stock just goes down overall, and there's no green line represented by the AI trend navigator, because this Nasdaq Stock Exchange closes. So as you can see, the last time it shows us 3:59 p.m. and then the Nasdaq Stock Exchange closes at 4 p.m. So that's why it doesn't continue afterwards. So now I will show how much profit was made within this 3-hour time frame in terms of percentage and in terms of dollar. So there were, let's see how many, 4 transactions, 4 trades, 4 profitable trades, 4 points at which we switched from a buy position to a sell position, and so the first one, from the first transaction, we gained $1.26. As I've showed earlier, it was from the first transaction, it was a 0.58% increase. So $1.26 was gained from that initial point. And then the next point at which we sold profitably, we gained 42 cents. So it's it's 1.26 plus 42 cents. And then the next point at which we sold profitably, we sold the Apple stock for a profit of 23 cents. So plus 0.23. And then the last point at which we sold the Apple stock profitably, it was we sold it at a profit of 49 cents. So it's plus 0.49. So as you can see, so in total for that 3-hour trading window, we made a profit of, in terms of dollars, $2.40. So, and this is just from trading one Apple share, only one. And now I will show in terms of percentage how much profit we made in terms of percentage increase in the Apple stock. So let me clear the calculator now and I will show. So if you remember, the first time that we from the first trade, from the first sell order of the Apple stock, it was an increase in the Apple stock price of 0.58. So let me clear again. So 0.58% increase. And then the next time we sold the Apple stock, during the next transaction, we sold it at a profit of 0.19%. And then the next time we sold the Apple stock, we sold it at a profit of, in terms of percentage, it's 0.105. Yeah. And then lastly, we sold, the next time that we sold the Apple stock, we sold it at a profit of 0.22%. So within a 3-hour time window, we gained an additional, we made a profit of 1.09% in terms of profit, in terms of increase in the Apple stock price overall, cumulatively. This is how to use this AI trend navigator indicator by Zierman to trade profitably, to know when to sell and to know when to to know when to buy and then to know when to sell to avoid the losses. And this indicator works quite well. And yeah, thank you for watching my video. If you liked my video, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can receive updates, and I'll be posting more videos like these. Thank you for watching my video.